Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Again, welcome to Sktman Tv, the tallest man in back Africa. William Samoei Ruto seems unable to form the cabinet. You know, he promised Kenyans that sweeping changes would come very, very fast. It has taken several days after that promise, and you have not seen much happening. He expected to do away with the whole of his cabinets. But he seems to be very indecisive. He seems to be in a catch-22. He seems to be in a situation where we call approach avoidance. If we go on this side, it will be fire. If we avoid going on that side, he'll be swimming into the epicenter of the Gen Z. And the Gen Z, in fact, are demanding that he goes. The song is Ruto must go. It's not even the idea of shoveling the cabinet. So, ladies and gentlemen, why do you think William Samoei Ruto has taken so long to announce a new lineup of his cabinet? Why is it so hard for him to fire his cabinet? Because already he's failing. He's failing. And Kenyans are becoming impatient. Gen Z is not yet done. And this is going to trigger the second wave of demonstrations that, if they start, it will be very, very difficult for even the military to stop the demonstrations. Because you see, already these people have seen that they can die. We have lost about 41 people, and to be precise, 41 people, innocent demonstrators. So if William Samoei Ruto continue delaying, he is inviting trouble, I can tell you. So, according to me, there are a number of reasons why William Samoei Ruto has not been able to name his new cabinet up to this point. I'm not saying that he's not going to name, but it's taking too long. The first reason is that if you look at his cabinet, you see there are some people who were elected to parliament. I just want to point out Alice Wahome, who was elected the member of parliament for Kadara. There's also Kipchumba Murkomen, the Elgeyo Marakwet senator. And they had to resign so that they could join William Samoei Ruto and help him to govern, as they had agreed that they will be in his baraza la mawaziri. Na najua tuko na Nigeria baraza la mama boga, mawaziri wa mama boga na watu wa bodaboda. So how do you alita mama boga na baba boga? So if you look at this cabinet, there are those people who resigned. And the question in William Samoei Ruto's mind is, what am I going to do with these people? What am I going to do? They left their positions as members of parliament. And now, here comes the Gen Z is telling me to fire them. If you are William Samoei Ruto, what would you do? Would you sacrifice them? Yet they left their position, they resigned, and now they cannot go back to parliament. And there is no other influential position that they can be appointed. But William Samoei Ruto should be told that a time comes when the national interest comes before the interest of an individual. So Gen Z will not want to hear such kind of stories. Kenyans will not want to hear those kind of stories. But that is what is in William Samoei Ruto's mind. The second reason why, in my view, William Samoei Ruto has delayed or unable to form a cabinet is because when you look at Mount Kenya, so many things happened in Mount Kenya. And history will judge me right one day that William Samoei Ruto did not win the elections of 2022. And in Mount Kenya, votes were leaked en masse, usually by the IBC. not actually even on the ground. It is the IBC that rigged the elections. I strongly believe that Raila got so many votes in Mount Kenya, but they were rigged out deliberately. So the people who did this mostly are in cabinet. Most of these people are there. And for sure, you know one thing, some of these leaders politicians, you cannot trust politicians. They always betray you. In my community, there is a proverb that he who steals with a woman or a lad, you only be happy, you only be comfortable when that person leave the planet Earth. Because one day, he's going to spill the bean. So the Mount Kenya question, the Mount Kenya secret, what happened there? And these people are maybe in the cabinet. Unajua, ukikumbuka vizuri sana, Moses Kuria, kuna wakati ambapo alikuwa anasema Raila did not lose the elections in 2017, na kuna vile ambavyo walikuwa wanafanya, and he would keep on repeating this. So what would stop him from repeating the same if he is fired? Because definitely, if there are people to be fired, these are the kind of people to fire because of maybe the way he has been talking, because the way ukiangalia vile hata watu wataki kuwaona. Umeona Moses Kuria si mara moja si mara mbili ambapo ameenda katika mazishi, katika mikutano ya watu, and he is forced to leave even sit down. He went to Kadara na another place, akaenda pale watu wamkakataa katakata. So this one tells you that Kenyans do not want this kind of cabinet secretaries. So these are the fears that are forcing William Samoei Ruto to take edges to form his cabinet. The other thing is that if you look at these guys, William Samoei Ruto, when he was forming the cabinet, what was very important to him is not merit. What was very, very important to William Samoei Ruto ilikuwa ni urafiki, loyalty and loyalty. Those people who actually help him, maybe even to campaign, because some people could have spent a lot of money to help William Samoei Ruto win the presidency. That is 2022. Kuna mengi ambayo yalifanyika pale. And that's why he was, if you look at somebody like the agriculture CS, hata baada ya watu kuuziwa bolea yenye vyura, bolea yenye mavi ya ng'ombe, sio mavi ya ng'ombe, ya mbwa, kila kitu, hata mchaga mle ndani, William Samoei Ruto did not even bother to fire this CS. But already Kenyans were very, very angry with him. And if you look at the whole of baraza la mawaziri la William Samoei Ruto, utaona kwamba ni watu ambao wamewahi kuhusishwa na kashifa fulani fulani. There are those who have been associated with the edible oil scandal. There are others who were actually in the government-to-government importation of fuel. You remember that saga that was there. So you see, these are people who are in business. They are not people, they're not just there to help Kenyans go in the correct direction. They are not there to bring the necessary leadership that is required in this nation. They are not there to help William Samoei Ruto govern. They are there to make money. Have they made enough money? And if you look at William Samoei Ruto, you realize that most of the strategic ministries had been given to the people of Mount Kenya and his Kalenjin community. So when you looking at it, look at the Ministry of Agriculture, look at the Interior, look at energy, look at trade. When you look at it, you see all these things are pointing to people in business. Watu wamekuja kufanya biashara. Have they made enough money? Because you see, there must have been agreements that if you win, you are going to make me A, B, C, and D. And now, here comes William Samoei Ruto, and the country, the nation, is demanding that he fire these people. Is he going to fire them? There's also the issue of the consequences. What are the consequences of, for example, firing the whole cabinet? Is it going to affect William Samoei Ruto? Because already we know that William Samoei Ruto, chances of being re-elected in 2027 are almost zero. The probability of William Samoei Ruto being elected to parliament for a second, not parliament, to state house for a second term is zero. I don't see any chance. I don't see. In fact, hata akifanya Murkomen kuwa the chairman of IBC, he will not help him. Nothing will help William Samoei Ruto to win the presidency. So maybe he's trying to look at maybe how can I go about it and maybe try to win back the confidence of the people. Are there people I can bring in government and maybe they try to maybe change the perception of my government? Those are the questions that are in William Samoei Ruto's mind. Finally, there's so much lobbying at the moment. So much lobbying. So many people interested. So many people who want to join William Samoei Ruto in the cabinet. But what are they bringing? These are the questions that William Samoei Ruto want to know. Are they going to bring me votes? Because if you look at William Samoei Ruto, he's not actually interested with service delivery. He doesn't care so much about the country. He cares whether he's going to be re-elected. Because you see, his legacy, when you look at his legacy, it has gone. The 2 years that he has been in office have gone to waste, if you ask me. Because if you ask William Samoei Ruto, if you ask UD, what have you done? They will just tell you one thing. The answer is, bei ya unga imeshuka. You ask them, why are there problems in maybe JSCC? Why are there problems? Why are you not constructing the roads? They tell you, bei ya unga imeshuka, na wakati wa uhuru ilikuwa hivi. So these are the kind of things that they say. Unauliza, why are the doctors on the road? What? They tell you that we have employed 16,000 workers in the affordable housing. These are the kind of politics, the propaganda that don't add up. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think, but from where I sit, William Samoei Ruto is in a tight corner. Like the video, please guys, don't leave here without supporting this channel. Liking the video, help keep us going. Bye-bye.